We elemental beings. We elemental beings. We elemental beings.
Tribe.
We elemental beings. We elemental beings. Come on in.
Okay, tribe. We're gonna dive right in with the with the anticipation of you all joining. So we welcome you as you begin to fall in. I feel like if you find yourself here, you're drawn here, right on time. Spirit is bringing you. So allow the message to resonate. Hello. Miles is best. How are you doing, sir? So, man, what can I say? Going into this missive, these last 2 days have been very revealing. And before I even jump in, I'm gonna purify with water. By water, we connect with spirit through pure intent. Get a nice little burn going for you guys. Ashe to the ancestors, all praise to the Most High. If you're not into that sort of thing, this may not be the channel for you guys. 11:11 on the clock.
Make a wish.
So as I go into this missive, I would like to say, I want to summons the energy of Archangel Michael for clear and concise messages.
I summons in the energy of Archangel Gabriel.
Now, as we get to going, I want to tell you all, these last few days have been very revealing. In the overall collective, I'm sure you know we've been doing battle, we've been ascending, we've been going to newer heights, fighting newer devils. So many of us, we have our karmics and our situations in life, and many of us have been living life feeling like nothing is changing. You know, when are the karmics going to get their turn? Things that we shouldn't be feeling, but we necessarily shouldn't be feeling, but we are human. But I do want to say what Spirit is laying on my heart. As this karma begins to come in, and some of the things that you know to be true begin to reveal themselves to you, don't fall out of alignment with the divine. Check your energy. When you hear about a karmic suffering, it shouldn't bring forth the energy of satisfaction or fulfillment. Instead, if you truly connected to the divine, it should be revealing to you that this is a time to pray. You should be feeling prayerful, not necessarily for karmics that are suffering, but you should be prayerful that you on the other side. You should be grateful that the divine seen fit to keep you in a space where you're experiencing the onset of dharma and not the extremities of karma. Karma is hitting right now, and it's best to keep low, get real close to spirit right now, you know. Focus on your relationship with the divine. And as you look out from your place of safety and your place of protection, don't allow yourself to feel a sense of fulfillment about what's going on and about what you're witnessing. Like, just know that people brought certain things on themselves. And with that being said, you know, let High Priestess tap right in before I come with these downloads, because they heavy. Anything you want to say? Okay. So number one, don't let foul spirits convince you that a magic trick is more powerful than a prayer. Let your intentions be rich. Combine them both in righteous intent. So don't let foul spirits convince you that a magic trick is better than a prayer. And this can happen when you come into spirituality and you fairly new. It's an array of different things that go on when you become spiritual. And some of them are very enticing. Like baneful spirits, they try to play on your mind. And when things don't seem to be working out in your favor, you can find yourself leaning towards the energy of ritual or magic. Don't do it, right? Don't do it. Lesson you have the energy of magic where your prayer fits in, a righteous prayer, and you combining the two, you know? Perhaps working a trick on yourself, right? But I say, don't let a foul spirit come and convince you to lay down your prayer and pick up the ways of magic, right? It's too many laws that come with that. And it's too much to abide by. Like, it's not a good energy to be in. Like, magic is good, magic is bad. But no magic is ever going to amount to the power of a prayer. A sincere prayer is directly connected to the energy of the divine. Just you and that. That's it. You and God. And that will always be more powerful than magic. You may not see the results in a way that you can comprehend. See, when people do magic tricks, they like to monitor their work. Because, you know, that's comprehensible. Believe it or not. Although magic is metaphysical, magic is more psychological. It's dependent upon what sector of magic you're dealing with. A lot of occultists, they deal with psychological tricks. A lot of people who do voodoo magic, Santa Maria, they deal with the attacking of chakra system magic. It's not the same. It's very different, yet it's still the same. It's baneful. So as you begin to get more spiritual, stay connected. Number two, many fear spirituality because it requires you to open up to areas, and these areas require you to accept the fact that the responsibility of power is on you, good or evil. And this is why many people fear spirituality. See, it's a little more comfortable in religion because, like, you know, when I was more or less religious, I used to cut up all week. Then I would call myself redeeming my energy on Sundays. I would go in, I would connect, true indeed. But I would lose that connection oftentimes by Monday morning. So I would live from Monday through Saturday, no connection to the divine, inside of my own will, looking at God as a savior, not a Lord and a master. See, this is why people fear spirituality, because spirituality forces you to be responsible for all the energies around you. As you become sensitive, you're aware that the demon is there. You're aware that the angel is there. See, spirituality, it leaves no stones unturned. You feel these energies, and you feel a responsibility of discerning which one you're going to move in. See, when you're in religion, you could kind of move in a way and maybe still feel like you're saved or safe. Spirituality doesn't leave a lot of room for that. In spirituality, you very much reminded of where you stand, what you doing, and where you going. So, if you find yourself fearing spirituality, perhaps you fear the responsibility that weighs on yourself. So, give yourself time. Right? Number three. Many religious leaders are highly spiritual. If they are not revealing this to you, it is to deceive you. Okay? Many of our spiritual leaders, they are highly spiritual. They know of many different things about spirituality. And if they're not revealing that to you, it's in order to deceive you. Like you have many people. You have Islamists that work with voodoo. You have Christians that work with hoodoo. Like, if your leader is connected in any way, shape, or form to higher levels of spirituality that don't entail the religion that they preaching or the sect that they representing, that means that leader is moving in the energy of deception. A person won't tell you who they are and what they connected with if they don't want you to know. And if they don't want you to know, that's not transparent. That's not the characteristics of a religious leader, or it shouldn't be. And if it is, once again, Spirit is saying it's to deceive you. So begin to wisen up. Like, it's okay to take a word and grow from it. It's okay to put your faith in stock in whatever your religion may be. But nevertheless, don't ever find yourself putting too much faith and stock in mankind. Let your revelations come from the divine. And when Spirit is urging you to move, go ahead and move. Number 4, someone could be dealing with a stubborn puppy. Very stubborn. Spirit wants you to know, yelling at him or her or hitting the animal, it only makes them more aggressive. You're not going to gain leverage over a stubborn puppy by beating them, screaming at them, or yelling at them. That's not going to give you leverage. You have to begin to understand why is the puppy being stubborn. More times, often than none, it's because of something that you're doing or not doing. So check your routine with your animal. Are you feeding them? Are you taking them out? When you don't take an animal out, it breeds anxiety. Imagine you having to use the bathroom and there's no toilet around. You know, Animals generally don't like to. They don't like to go where they lay at, unless they have to. And when they do, it creates an uncomfortable environment for them. So pay attention to the way that you're moving with your animal. And remember, don't beat your animal. Don't yell at them. Like, deal with your animal with a level of intelligence, and let that level of intelligence be the fact that you understand whatever I do, I'm going to get back. If you beat an animal, you're going to get an aggressive animal in the long run, particularly a puppy, because it may not show up in the puppy right away, but continue to beat him. As he grows, it's not going to phase him, and then eventually, if you don't stop, he'll turn and bite you one day. So in regards to the stubborn puppy that you may be dealing with, I feel that Spirit is wanting you to learn how to express yourself from an intellectual place. Understand that the animal is moving off of instinct, you're moving off of intellect. Don't become instinctual with the animal. Don't start beating him because he irritates you. Right? Number 5, I like this one. In between true levels of growth is the energy of vicissitudes, right? Now, when you growing, just know this. When you reach this level of growth and you trying to get to this level of growth, be prepared to run into a series of vicissitudes. Vicissitudes are unwelcome changes, unwelcome occurrences that's coming into your life. Always remember, in between true levels of growth, it's always going to be vicissitudes. It's always going to be the energy of uncomfortable. It's always going to be the energy of not knowing. It's always going to be the energy of question, right? As you grow, like I said, you could be losing some things and not understanding why you're losing them. You could be losing some people and not understanding why you're losing them. All of these are the necessary vicissitudes that come along with change, growth, and development. As you begin to grow, just be prepared to have to buckle down and continue to walk through certain energies. Just walk straight on through them. Number 6, the vulnerabilities that made you liable to spiritual attack, those same vulnerabilities are being replaced with clarity and the strength of clairvoyance. And that's pretty heavy, because we all come from a place where we were so vulnerable that perhaps the spiritual attacks launched against us, they worked. They used to knock us down. We really didn't see. Well, because you've endured and because you've fought the good fight, so to speak, your vulnerabilities are now transforming into clarity and strength of clairvoyance. So in areas where you used to question, now you got this imminent sense of knowing. Like, you know how somebody can run around behind your back, so to speak, and you want to believe in the power of righteousness and love. So you tell yourself, I wonder, I don't know. Well, because you endured all of that, and now you at this place of brand new growth, prepare for your vulnerabilities to now become clarity and clairvoyances. So now you're going to be knowing, right? Now you're going to feel yourself reluctant to act and respond. See, it's like a lot of times when we act out and you know we are intuitive, it's because we know something is wrong, and we just now when you become clairvoyant and you begin to see into things, it pulls back your reaction. Now you're not really so quick to react. It's like, well, I'm gonna just see how far they go with it, because deep down inside, I already have the clarity, already have the clairvoyance. That's a safety net. That's also a gift from the divine. See, the gift opens up our clairs when we show ourselves to be responsible enough to deal with that kind of energy. clairvoyance is a very big energy. Like, God has to be able to trust you to see things and hold them to yourself, to see things and not be reactionary to them, right? Actually, even to see things and be prepared to let them just play out. Even though you have the foresight, let them play out. Because you have strength, you have clarity, and you have clairvoyance. So number 7, the last one, your faith in God gives you balance and spirituality. Because it sets you apart from the worship of baneful deities. See, when you come into spirituality and you coming from whatever sect you may believe in, you come fit for spirituality. Many come questioning. See, if you come to spirituality with a faith already in play, that prevents you from jumping in and laying down with this deity, raising up high places and all. No, keep your faith intact, because that faith is going to give you the balance that's required in spirituality. It's going to keep you out of forbidden areas, right? And also, it gives you direction. Your faith in God, it will lead you. It will guide you. You know, one of the things that happen when you open up the spirits, you let them all in, good and bad. And you need that faith and balance, because if you don't have it, baneful energies, they have a way of really casting so many illusions before you, to as though you could begin to say, well, maybe God is not as powerful as this deity that I see. Maybe I should raise up a high place, or maybe I should worship. See, your faith is not going to allow you to worship. It may allow you to work with. Worship will be reserved for the perfect, right? When you come into spirituality, it's always good to come with a faith, right? So those were your 7 downloads, and I hope that they resonated. God bless you all.
Good INtergy. Okay. So let's go ahead. Okay. So we're gonna jump into some energy.
Y'all gotta be kind of patient with us tonight, because we've been experiencing a series of revelations.
100%. So let's tap into this energy. Okay, so first and foremost, I heard something about the movie White Chicks. Okay, so this could be relevant in your life. There's also something about the color green. This could be your favorite color. I don't know, you can need to eat more greens, but there's something about green here, okay? I also heard the name Trent. I heard Desmond, Haley, James, Shayla, Hayden, Colin, Jayla, Brendan, and Bradley, okay? There's something about a coloring book. I don't know. But you could be, you could have, like, I have an adult coloring book. Maybe you could have an adult coloring book as well, but there's something about a coloring book. Maybe you need to get a coloring book to, like, ease some of your anxiety and stress here, but there's something about a coloring book, okay? I also heard something about a bearded dragon. This could be, like, your pet, okay? There's something about a bearded dragon here. You could be thinking about getting this pet, or this could be something that you already have here. And then I heard something about Ray J. If I had one wish, You will be best friends, lovers to the end. However that shit go. I really don't know the whole song. But there's something about one wish, okay? And 1111 was on the clock. So I feel like, you could also have one wish here as well, divine being. But there's something about, I feel like your wish is coming true here. Okay? There's something about good, positive energy. I don't know. I can feel it here, but let's see. So this will be a collective energy message, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome to anyone new to the page, okay? We are elemental beings. I'm not sure if we introduced ourselves this evening. Let's see. If you love the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, okay? And if you're not subscribed to the page, why not? What's the problem? We love you at Elemental Beings, right? Your everyday spirit guides. Two individuals that decided to, make a change their lives, right? Changing our lives while we help other people, right? We decided to take our, our divine mission seriously. So hopefully you guys, take something from these messages. Okay. So we have the Six of Cups that came out in the reverse here. Okay. So there's something about needing to let go of some things in the past. Now, the Six of Cups is a very interesting energy. Okay. The Six of Cups is the energy of like, I'll use us for an example. Okay. Let's say, the Hierophant and I, well, it probably wouldn't be a good example for us, I don't think. Let me see. Probably not. But anyway, so this energy right here, the example I was going to use is probably too complex. But anyway, with this being in the reverse here, the Six of Cups represents like a love of your past, right? And with it being in the, the Six of Cups is the energy of, it's a love of two people that are afraid to separate because they feel like if they separate, that their love may be different, right? It's the energy of like two people that feel like they have to do everything together, right? Because if they separate, then their relationship won't be the same. It won't be as strong, right? It's like that kind of energy. But this is in reverse here, right? So this lets me know that, you could definitely be in a relationship and you guys are standing strong here. It's like, at one point you could have felt weak. You could have felt like your relationship wasn't 100% secure. Or maybe you guys, were still figuring things out. But I feel like with this Six of Cups in the reverse here, I feel like that you guys are learning that even though you need each other, you also need your space, and it's okay, right? I feel like I'm talking to someone that you might have gone through maybe, deception. You could have gone through people being like infidelity. You could have gone through those kind of things. But I feel like right now, whatever kind of partnership you are in, this is something that you don't really have to worry about. When you find a partner that loves God as much as you, a person that is devoted to God as much as you, all you have to do is do you and let them do them. See, when your relationship is ordained by God, that person has to answer to the divine themselves, right? So it's like, it doesn't matter, what they do, because they have to answer to the divine. And I feel like, people in divine couple relationships know this. But there's something about you guys, there's something about, getting out of the past, right? Not living in the same ways. It's something about being more trusting, more open, more honest. There's something about, knowing that, you don't have to be smothered in a relationship for it to work. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Six of Cups in the reverse. You could be definitely like getting over things of your past too. There could be like some, there could have been like some relationships. And look, Page of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there could have definitely been like some relationships that you were holding on to, divine being. But I feel like, you know, with the Six of Cups in the reverse, you are like so over your past. I feel like, you know, you are so happy with your future and where you're going that things of the past no longer concern you. Now, with the Page of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like Spirit is really offering you something here, and it's stability. Okay, I feel like, you know, whoever you are a person that deserves to live a luxurious life, right? I feel like you have been putting in so much work, right? I feel like hard work, you know. The Nine of Pentacles is after the Eight. You know, the Eight of Pentacles is when you are really putting in that work to, you know, manifest something. And the Nine of Pentacles is when you literally reach abundance, right? So there's something about divinity offering you some kind of abundance here. Okay. And I feel like you're receiving this because you are able to, you know, let the past go. I feel like, you know, you could have been like mistrusting, you know, you could have been like not trusting people. You could have been in the energy of not really giving your full self to people. But I feel like, you know, right now, look, and I know that, look, the Emperor, you got the Emperor to the Four of Swords that wanted to pop out, to the Queen of Wands. Okay, this is good energy. And look, and then look at this. This is sitting upside down. The Five of Pentacles is in the reverse. Okay, there could be like, you know, people from your past that literally wanted to see you homeless. Like, I'm picking up someone could have literally threw your clothes outside. Okay, there's something about someone leaving someone's clothes outside, someone's items outside, but someone literally wanted to leave you out in the cold. Okay, a person thought that if you weren't in their energy, if you weren't around them, that you would not succeed. But what they didn't know is that your blessings come from divinity, not from them. See, nothing a man on this earth can do can take away what God has for you, and I feel like that's why you're receiving abundance right here. Okay, yeah. Beautiful energy. You could be seeing some very exotic looking birds lately. Okay. I feel like Spirit is really using different animals and different synchronicities to connect with us, right? So pay attention, right? You know how we're always caught up in our phones? We're always caught up in something. Spirit is wanting you to have your head up a little bit more and be looking around to see what's going on, because there's a lot of synchronicities and confirmations that are, yeah, look, a lot of confirmations.
You could be noticing the bees in a different way. And I was just speaking about this earlier, and I think that is relevant. You know, bees, they buzz at a frequency of 300 Henry Hertz. That frequency is also the frequency of harmony, right? So your soul is
Nice.
okay, that's love. So your soul, it vibrates at 300 Henry Hertz frequency. So do the bees. So what happens is when you deal with the bees in correlation to humans, when that bee land on you, right? If your spirit is still, the bee won't sting, because your soul and the stillness of your spirit, it resonates at 308 Z's. So does the bee. So when the bee, you ever notice, you may be noticing now, divine being, you may have, it may be a thing that the ancestors are showing you, like with the bee. Like when the bee comes close, you may not even fear it, because you may have an imminent sense that, man, the bee is not going to sting me as long as I'm still. And it's something that I know a lot of us are noticing. Like, I know I've been noticing it myself all throughout the summer. Like, normally I would see a bee and I would get a little antsy, but during my ascension, I'm starting to get real comfortable and my spirit is still. And I haven't been stung all summer.
You know, I love when I see these two cards together, right? Strength card to the Queen of Wands, Fire Shami, yes, she dropping bars, right? When I see these two cards here together, the Queen of Wands and the Strength card, heavy, heavy, heavy Leo energy, okay? You could definitely be a Leo that I'm talking to.
Big Leo energy.
Okay? But there's something about you needing to remain courageous, okay? There's something about your strength. There's something about your endurance, your perseverance. There's something about you that Spirit is saying that you deserve everything that's coming into you.
Wow.
See, yeah. All that I need is coming to me.
In ways that I can't imagine.
I can't make
Look at
this up.
this. Look. All that I need is coming to me in ways that I could never have imagined. And we were talking about that. Divine being. We was talking earlier about a man, right? And it was a man and he was building social media site. Make a long story short, he would add all these people and go out. He tried to put so much work in, and then one day he happened to be where a celebrity needed help and people saw him. And when they saw him with the celebrity, they caught it on camera. Next thing you know, he had so many friend requests and followers and everybody coming in so fast. And imagine this, his manifestation, it came in a way that he never would have imagined. Same way for you. I feel that God is bringing it into you in a way that it's not clear to you. You don't see it. You can't know it. It's divine timing. But it says here, Spirit is saying, all that you need is coming to you in ways that you never could have imagined. That's a beautiful energy.
And it is, I love it. And I feel like it went right with what we were talking about. Spirit is always going to back us up. But, as he was talking, I was sitting here and I was looking at this spread so far. And, I really want to come and I want to tell you, Divine Being, that I am so proud of you. See, I'm talking to an individual that, there were people that left you for, some people wanted you lifeless. Let's just say that, right? There are some people that literally wish you were unalived. And I feel like, I'm talking to someone that maybe even has, been injured, right? Someone really tried to take you out, but you are such a survivor. There's something about you being so courageous. It's like, everything tries to knock you down and they're like, why won't this fall? And it's God, right? It's like, no matter what they do, it's like you are a brick wall, a force that they cannot reckon with here. And I feel like that's why you are receiving this Nine of Pentacles, this spiritual abundance, this inheritance. I feel like, you're literally about to reap everything that you sow, right? Everything that you have sown, I feel like you are about to reap this. And this energy literally keeps coming out in the collective, and I know this to be true, right? There's something about a black cat here. You could have a black cat, or you could be a person that like has a superstition about cats. Okay, there's also something about like garland. Someone could be getting married here. Okay,
I just
no, go ahead.
I picked the oracle and it said, when I move my body, I feel empowered, cleansed, and strong. I feel a need for you to move. Like, you got to realize, Divine Being, sometimes Spirit, it speaks in a way that soothes us, right? But not all the time. And this is one of those times, right? Where when it says, when I move my body, I feel empowered, cleansed, and strong, it takes me back to the energy of Samson. See, in the Bible, before Samson was the strongest man ever recorded. And before he moved into his feats of strength, the energy of the Bible said that Samson would shake himself to bring his power on, right? And this card says, when I move my body, I feel empowered. So it could be a need for you to move, right? Move your body. Get in a position where you exercising. Get in a position where you cleansing yourself properly and allow yourself to feel strong.
Okay, so we had the Eight of Cups that came out
Mm-hmm.
to the Ace of Cups, and this is beautiful energy. You know, this is the energy of you realizing that you no longer wanted this life that you were previously living. And see, that's why the Six of Cups is in the reverse here. It's like anything from your past that was holding you up, okay, that was stopping you from growing. It's like you don't even want to deal with that anymore. But there's something about you moving on, you going forward, okay? You could have been you could be a person that literally I'm picking up someone has literally winged themselves completely off of alcohol. It's like someone had a vice with alcohol and you are literally you've walked away from it. Okay? There's something about yin and yang balance here, okay? Being able to balance your yin and your yang, your masculine and your feminine energy. It's going to be very important for this trip here. Okay? There could be someone traveling literally through the mountains. Okay? Now, if you are in I do see a flood here. Okay? There could definitely be a pretty pretty impactful flood somewhere. Like this could literally like close the roads off. Okay? I see fish swimming down a street, not a river, but a street.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? Yeah. I see a lot of water here, but there's something about you going on your spiritual journey that is going to bring you emotional fulfillment, okay? It's like I'm hearing you may even cry. Like there's something about you literally needing to cry out. Like you have been through so much shit and you refuse to stop. You refuse to lose. You refuse to give up. It's like, I feel like you finally have closed this door and turned your back on this chapter. Okay? There's something about no looking back here. Like the energy of Lot and his wife in the Bible. See, you remember when the angels came and he tried to protect them by giving his own daughters up, and then the daughters ended up getting him drunk and having sex with him and having babies. But and then they had to leave. But there's something about you having to leave something and never look back, and sometimes that's hard, right? You could literally have to leave your hometown. You could literally have to leave a job, an environment, whatever it is. But there's something about you leaving, and when you leave or you left, there's no coming back.
Spirit is saying openness. So in your journey, because I definitely see you moving on, like she said, be open to receiving divine guidance in your relationships.
Very important,
So as you move into your next energy or your next phase or your next level, wherever it is that spirit is moving you, I feel that spirit is saying move with a sense of openness. You have to and definitely be gravitating towards your feminine energy. Whether you're a man or a woman, it's hard to receive a masculine energy. The masculine repels.
Oh, wow.
The feminine oftentimes receives. So be open to receive divine guidance in your relationships.
Absolutely. Someone can have like a slick red coat with some slick red boots, okay? Something slick in your closet. I see you, shorty.
You may have a very big tree in your yard where you live at. Or you may just have a very big tree that you pass by frequently. It would be a noticeable tree. Perhaps you have a bond with this tree. Trees are sentient, and we are sentient.
Sentient beings.
So it's common to have bonds with trees. If not, I feel spirit is wanting you to get out by a tree. Perhaps embrace it. It's a pretty big tree, I'm seeing, so you can't really wrap your arms around it, but just plaster your body to it.
I'm hearing take your time. Okay, let me guide your steps. There's an energy out here. Now we started off with the, this Five of Pentacles in the reverse, which is great. But I can feel the energy of this perpetrator here. This person or energy or entity or whatever this spirit is that really wanted to take you out. I can feel the presence of it here. But it's like, it's weak. Okay? It's very, very weak.
I feel a powerful feminine energy. Could be a Lilith type of energy. And I'm not really sure if this energy favors the reading or is against the reading.
Ooh, what is this? Okay.
Maybe this card will tell
So
us.
the Hangman flew out here. So there's something about divine intervention. There's something about you needing to, what did I hear? Slow down. Let me guide your steps, okay? Since you are on this very spiritual journey, I feel like right now there is no room for error. That's what I'm hearing, okay? There is no room for error. There's something about you needing to go exactly according to the divine plan, right? There's something about you needing to move in God's timing, not your own, okay? There's something about you being stuck right where you are. You're in position, okay? You could feel stuck and stagnant, but Spirit is telling me that you are in position.
Lakshmi, flow of prosperity. You are in position. The flow of prosperity. It's something about being in that position, like she's saying. When you're in the flow of prosperity, you don't always recognize it.
No.
Because it's a position that's unrecognizable. Like, imagine if we go through hell, right? And high waters. And then we obtain solid ground, right? We gotta get used to it.
That's right.
That's like the flow of prosperity. It's like the energy of it's go time, and you're not realizing that it's go time. It's go time, but you're not really feeling it. Although you in position, now you gotta get in condition, right? Because imagine this, for my divine masculines, and feminists can resonate too. I've been drafted by the NFL to be a quarterback. What does that mean? I got the position. Now, I go to eating Twinkies and ding dongs and ho-hos and butterscotch crimpets all off season, right? So now when it comes time for me to play my position, I'm not in condition to do so. So I feel that Spirit is saying, you in the energy of prosperity, or you're being moved to it. If you're not in it now, that's where you're headed to.
And I know that because, it's like the same energy's been coming out. There is definitely an end to something, okay? Now, this could be a very, very painful ending. A lot of times, anything that ends is typically painful because a lot of times, the shit that's ending is things that we're not supposed to be in anyway. But there's something about the Ten of Swords. There could have been so many people that have stabbed you in the back, but guess what? You stayed on the right side, right? When people drug your name through the mud, you didn't try to drag theirs back, right? You really was like, you know what? God, I don't understand this, but you know what? I'm going to still stand strong, right? 10 toes down, like that kind of energy. But there's something about a lot of backstabbing. There's something about people doing a lot of behind the backing. And, I feel like it really drains you of your own energy. But I feel like, now that this painful ending was necessary. And that's why you'll notice on the Ten of Swords, if you look at it, even though it is a very, very painful and tragic ending, what do you see in the back, right? You see day break, sun peaking, right? This means that morning coming, right? Joy does come in the morning is what I'm hearing.
Also, with this pain from this Ten of Swords energy, it brings me to the memory of a mother. High Priestess, you have kids. Now, I've heard many women in relation to their kids, and the one that they always remember? The one that give them the most pain during childbirth. You ever heard a woman speak about her children, and she said, oh, that sucker tore me up when he came out, right? But that pain, it created a bond. That's the same way pain does. Like, imagine coming through the birth canal. That's painful. Imagine growing. That's painful, right? The ending of a cycle, oftentimes very painful. But the beginning of a new cycle, often painful. See how pain is intertwined in it? It's like, so you have to be prepared. Along with the flow of prosperity comes a certain amount of pain. Right? The pain of separation, for one. It's like this kind of energy. I grew up with all these people, or I know all these people. They are my cohorts, my constituents, my homies, all that. Now, when God called me or you, now you gotta go. You know how much pain that can bring to your heart for you and them, right? So we gotta learn how to transmute it, right? Because it's nothing like the pain that somebody shows you when they feel like you left them behind. How do you deal with that? How do you say, I ain't leave you, God called me, I had to go, right? First of all, you have to be an exemplary person of an exemplary character, right? Because if you have these things going for you, you can breathe forth a certain understanding. Perhaps even converting a deaf person to hear again, converting a blind person to see as you see. All it takes, man, it takes you to transmute the pain of it all, right? It's something to be said about a man that walked through the fire and come out unscathed. Or I believe a line from one of Jay-Z's songs was, I came from the dirt and I emerged from it all without a stain on my shirt, right? That's the way that the divine cleans us up. But we got to go through the dirt sometime, y'all. We got to experience the pain. Ten of Swords, ending of a cycle, beginning of a new one.
So there could be Spirit is just telling me to prepare you. Okay? There could be some like some very wild events that are about to take place here. Okay? I am seeing like because you are going on this journey, okay, there are some things that are moving around in your energy. um, there could literally be someone that transitions out of here. Okay, I'm sorry to say that, but yes, I'm picking up the energy of someone could literally transition out of here. And my condolences, I'm sorry about this, but there's a lot of change, there's a lot of shifting in the atmosphere. Spirit is want me to remind you to stay on the good side of karma here. Okay, because for you, there's something about you can already see what's coming in. Okay, the Three of Wands to the Sun. That's like,
Sun, shining light.
Go ahead, read it.
That's crazy. She says, son, look, my desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. And then I got this. It's worth the time. Three of Wands to the Sun.
Yeah, it's like, there's someone, it doesn't matter what things appear to be. Deep down in your heart space, you already know what God, look, you already know what God has to offer you. And I know this to be true. You have the Justice to the Six of Wands as well here.
High honors. Libra.
Okay.
Could be a Libra.
You could definitely be a Libra here. We also have Sagittarius energy, heavy fire energy.
Yeah, Six of Wands.
Okay, and heavy Leo. There's a Leo somewhere that definitely needs to hear this message.
There's an Aries on here, Queen of Wands with the black cat. We see you in that.
Leo. Aries could be significant. Heavy fire energy.
Is that an Aries sign?
It's Leo, but it's cool.
That's a Leo emblem?
What? I don't know what that
The
is.
zodiac, right?
I don't know what that is.
It's a Leo sign. Okay.
I can't even see it.
You can't see this right here.
Oh, what is it? I don't know what that is though.
Me either.
Oh.
I thought it was Aries.
Okay, I'm like, I don't
I'm
know
sitting
what
here
it
looking
is.
with my glasses.
Child, I don't remember all the symbols. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie to you. I cannot remember all them symbols. Only when I'm typing them or whatever.
That look like the cat you got right there?
But yeah, there's something about there could be someone. Ooh. I hate to say this, y'all, but I gotta, I always have to say what Spirit says. There could be someone that literally gets something, like someone could transition and then it's gonna leave something for you. I know that sounds crazy, but there's some, I don't know. I feel like this is an energy of something, somebody, yeah, the Knight of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles. See, yeah, look, I already know. Someone, it's like, someone was energy harvesting. I feel like someone was manifesting stuff off of you for a very long time. Someone could literally go to prison here. But it's something about Spirit wanting you to, make positive decisions, positive choices. And Spirit is wanting you not to rush. Spirit is wanting you to move slow but steady. Okay? Like that's how you are gaining this leverage for success, for stability, for abundance here. Okay? There could be someone trying to approach you slowly, but I feel like this energy wants to approach you because they know you're held in high honors here.
I want to say something to you, Divine Being, and it's in regards to a comment that I'm looking at. We always got to be careful not to slip into devil's energy. And if you ever find yourself accusing anybody of anything, chances are you standing in devil's energy, because the devil has two powers: to tempt and to accuse, right? So when we call things, we call them directly, right? If a person offends me, I speak of their offense, right? If a person is showing up in my energy as a certain way, I speak of them in that way. I don't add and I don't take away. Reason being, when we do that, it's so easy to be used by, you gotta realize evil is tricky, right? It's always looking to leverage itself in and leverage out you, or what's right about you, or what's right about the universe. This is what the devil plays on. It's about leverage. And one thing about us being how we are, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I find myself on various days in and out of devil's energy in a matter of seconds. Because I have to check myself. I have to be like, well, what am I doing? Well, what am I saying? Right? And it's nobody's gonna walk perfect. This journey is about knowing when you're wrong, feeling when you're wrong, and immediately getting it right. It's not, once you become spiritual, Spirit gonna let you know. Now it's up to us to keep on in a certain way or make a change. Always gonna be up to us. Well, we're about to tap out. My kindness is a gift I bestow upon the world. And I was just speaking about that. Check your energy, Divine Being. Let's move in the energy of kindness. One thing about being kind in the universe, it definitely assures you that you're going to have good karma, if nothing else.
That's real.
I would choose kindness over majority of the other emotions. I would choose kindness. Perhaps you should too.
So we have shining light. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. Okay. That was your reading, Divine Being. We love you guys so much. We hope that you enjoy. If you like the video, leave us a thumbs up. And if you're not already, subscribe to the page. Ashe.